4%. Only 4% of my opportunities actually turn into clients. This is something that one of my new partners told me a few weeks ago. Is this something that relates to you as well? Is it hard for you to boost your sales and convert your opportunities into clients? My name is Pedro Guia, and this is Mar de San Luis. We both work at Odoo as partner managers, and today we will show you how to save money, time, and frustration from your sales processes by using behavioral science so you can get more customers by using nudge techniques. Here, you can see the QR code so you can ask us questions later.
Don't worry, we will put it again. So who today knows what nudging means or have heard about it anytime? Can you please raise your hands? OK. I don't see many hands, so I hope it's because you came to this talk to learn about it, and not because no one is listening to us. So nudging, it's, in a few words, is a process of communicating information in a way that we make the people act in a certain way by using human psychology. We're all different. We have different interests, different personalities, different motivations, but we have one common denominator. We are human beings. And what nudging does, it's take advantage of our intuitions, of our rules of thumb, and also of the human laziness.
So let's go through some examples. So place yourself, you are one of the cleaning managers in one of the most important airports in Europe, Amsterdam. And then you see a very curious number. There is one place that actually is having more time used by the cleaners, but also more cleaning products. Can you think of a place? The men's bathroom, of course. So they decided to use a little bit of nudging and try to change the behavior of these travelers by using nudge. So they put a little fly sticker in the urinals, and with this they managed to reduce by 80% the spillage in the urinals. Or
another example, when this trend got echo of a lot of brands, Volkswagen wanted to apply it also and show the people how easy it was to influence in human behavior. And that's why they installed in the subway of Stockholm what they call the piano stairs. These were a piano that whenever you were stepping on it, it was giving you noises and colors. Just because of doing that, they made that more than 66% of the people start using the normal stairs instead of the escalators. Well, now you will be thinking, OK, great, but how can we apply this to us? We are implementing Odoo, we're selling Odoo. This has nothing to do. Well, in fact, me and my colleague, we have created 6 hypotheses in which we will show you examples that we also use human psychology, in which you will see that just little things that you can add through your sales process can accelerate it. And also, we will give you the insights and the reasons why these little examples will motivate your clients. And by having that knowledge, you will be able to apply it in new examples. The first hypothesis is social proof. Humans desire to fit in. This can sound a little bit kind of like a high school thing, but in fact, it's a fact. We are socials, we need to live in society, and because of that, we want the approval of our society. We want the approval of the people that is around us. That's why if we use this influence of the people in our sales, we will motivate them in our product. And how can we do that with Odoo? Well, in Odoo, we are creating tools for you to make your sales easier. And that's why we have these 3 tools. The first of all, it's our reference book. I don't know if you're aware that we have launched recently our reference book in which we had put a lot of our success stories of clients with information of the applications that they're using, the size of the company, and a description of it. You can use this to show to the new prospect how amazing companies are already using Odoo. The second tool, it's our white papers. We have white papers of the different industries that Odoo can work in. This can help you to have a proper speech on why your clients should use Odoo because their industry and their competitors are also using Odoo. And the third one is our comparison white papers. With this comparison white papers, you can show your clients why Odoo is the right solution for them. With the final goal, motivate them with market and competitors' data.
So the second hypothesis that we brought to you is personalization. We are human beings. We actually, if we see that a partner is demonstrating effort in towards us, we will actually make an action in return, in sense of reciprocity. Let's be honest, as human beings, we love the attention. We love it. Maybe not so much right now, but actually this is something that clients really love to be remembered. They love when the partner says, okay, you mentioned this the last meeting, and then they mention it again. This is something that they really value. So how can you actually use this personalization as a partner? So first, even though it sounds a little bit obvious, use the first name of the client. Use it constantly. Use it when you start the meeting, but use it through the meeting as well. If you use the name of the client, you will not only keep the attention of them highly, but also they will feel this sense of like, oh, wow, like I feel comfortable with the partner. Also, we have seen with Mark that many email templates are sent, but they don't have the name. They don't mention things that they mention in the call, and those are very cold. And clients feel it's very salesy, and it's not what they are really looking for. So also connect with the pain points. This is super important. Go beyond the business flow. This probably is a great partner, but probably you're a great partner too. Both took the PLO, both took smart classes, both took Success Pack hours with our amazing consultants. But what it makes the difference is how the partner treat the client, how they felt with them. So if you manage to identify with these pain points, these clients will see this, and they will feel more compelled to actually go with you as their partners. And then, of course, adapt to the communications. Use pictures, use different things that actually will make the client feel compelled to go towards you. We see that there are many newsletters that are very general. So maybe when you send a newsletter, send something that is related to their industry, something that is related to where they are placed. So this way they will see, nice, it's more a communication about me instead of something more general.
Third hypothesis, benefits over technology. This hypothesis has two important items that they need to work together to make it as efficient as possible. We are moved for the information that is specific to us. That's the first thing. We need to hear what we want to hear. And the second, we avoid attention on what we don't understand. This is very basic. If what we are telling to the customer he doesn't understand, it's not possible that he is going to be able to follow the conversation. And if he cannot follow the conversation, he will never pay attention. But also, it's important what you're telling them. Because we don't pay attention to absolutely everything. We pay attention to what is interesting for us. That's why today you're here listening to us instead of going to another talk. And with the selling, it's even harder because you are the one going to the client, not the client going to you. So if you don't go exactly to what the client wants to hear, you're gonna lose them. So we will repeat this once and again and again. Always do fast, easy, and visual demos. And most important, focus on client pain points. It's very good that you advise what the client needs to do during an implementation. We're talking about sales. Here, what you have to show and what you have to focus is in what they're interested, in what are the main pain points. Because if you don't start in that, if you don't focus in that, they will lose attention. And please, don't be technical. The client doesn't want to know if you have a deep knowledge of Odoo. The client doesn't care if you're super technical, if you're the best developer. They need to understand what you're saying. So if you make the speech very complex, it's going to go in the wrong direction. You're going to lose them. So try to speak easy. Try to speak in the same language. What's something for you, it's basic, for them might be super difficult.
So then the fourth hypothesis that we have brought to you is call to action. So the easiest, the easier you actually show the path to a client, more easily they will go to it. We have to assume, as human beings, we are super lazy. If they don't give us the solution right in our hands, we are not going to do it. So actually manage to do this, because by doing this, you will get more clients as a partner. So you have your website. Also, if you're a ready partner, silver or gold, you are in Find My Partner of Odoo website, and you have a landing page. And we have seen with Mark that more than 70% of the partners are not using buttons to call to action to actually get the details from the client. So maybe use buttons such as start here, get a consultant today, get your free demo now, let's grow your company together. With Mark, we decided to create like something fun. We have created an Odoo partner. So we realized that there are a lot of partners that are using like the do, like Fast Do, ERP Do, Mark Do. So we decided to create this Belgian partner called Moodoo. Okay, Moodoo loves waffles, but he also loves to get clients. So Moodoo has created 2 different landing pages to get as many clients as they can. So as you can hear, we have the option A and then the option B. So which one of the options you think they will get more details from the potential clients? Raise your hand if you think it's option A. OK. Then raise your hand if you think it's option B. OK, great. So we are in the presence of amazing partners here that they know that if you have a very clear structure with clear buttons, with call to actions, probably you will get more opportunities, because it's quite obvious for the client to go through a clear image and then press on things so they can give you the details that you need to do a demo, a qualification call, and so on. Odoo is an amazing tool, and we have amazing marketing tools as well. So use your marketing tools such as A/B testing or link trackers, because this way you will actually know which one is getting better results for your company. We know that most of you know that this exists, but then how many are actually using it? Let's make a change of that and start using it, because it can make the difference in your business.
The fifth hypothesis is drive urgency. How many of you have had a situation in which your client is not replying to your messages for weeks, and suddenly they want everything for tomorrow? For sure you had this situation. And the reason it's because, as Pedro said before, we're lazy. And if we are not in a hurry, we're not going to take a decision. We're just going to postpone it and postpone it and postpone it. So it's very important that whenever you're talking to a client, you check if the client has an urgency to start a project or not. If the client doesn't have an urgency to start the project, you as salesperson, you need to set that urgency. You need to set deadlines. Because if not, what's going to happen is that the project, it's going to sign, but it's going to be delayed, and at the end, it's a waste of time and your money that you are not using for other opportunities. Some examples that you can use are, for example, special discounts for early signature. We don't really see this in Odoo, but it's a quite common thing in many other industries, in many other companies. And with this, what you're forcing is to your client to take a decision as soon as possible, now, because they will be saving money. But be careful with this, because if you drive urgency, you need to make sure that first you have delivered all the important information so they have all the information in their mind to take the right decision, which is you. Another option is to use the possible delays in your production date or the starting date of the project. You don't need to be there always available for your clients. You have more clients, and you need to tell that to your clients. You need to be clear from the very beginning. It's not that you are going to say it when oh, the client is coming after 3 months. You have to say it from the very beginning to drive this urgency. You need to tell them that now you're giving them a slot, but maybe in 3 months you're fully booked. That will motivate them because they will think, oh, they might be fully booked. That means that they might be really good. And second, I might lose them and I will need to go with another partner. And most important, this is not something to use just at the end of the sales process. This is something that you need to use while all the sales process. Whenever you're talking to a client, you need to set the following activity and not the following activity inside your CRM. You need to set the following activity with them. You need to set with them when and where are you going to meet them and what are you going to discuss. This way, you make sure that the client is going to review all the information and it's going to go to that meeting with an answer.
So the last hypothesis that we brought to you is leverage in authority. When we see an authority saying the information, we actually, as human beings, tend to actually feel more compelled to do it. So this reminds me a little bit an experience of mine. When I was a kid, I had a very little annoying brother that would come to me and say, Pedro, do this. Pedro, do that. And what do you think I will do? Nothing, of course. It was my little annoying brother. But then when he will come and say, Pedro, mom say that you should do this, I will stand up and right away do it. Why? Because there was an authority figure, but also because you don't mess up with Latino moms, okay? So this is something that you can actually use as well for your partnership. Use your internal resources. You have consultants. You have the CEO. You have people in your company that have knowledge that the consumer, when they go to you, you can tell them, hey, look, I managed to get I managed to get a time with you and with my consultant where they will tell you what to do. And when they see that they are having a meeting with one of your experts, they will say, oh, wow, this person is an expert in the industry. They know what they are doing. I will listen. Or when you are having the closing time, and then you bring the CEO to the meeting, they will be like, oh, wow, they're actually putting a lot of effort to my company. So they will feel more compelled to actually purchase from you. And then, of course, use your company references. Use your Find Your Partner website. There you will see a lot of clients that partners have, but also use it in your own website. Because if you bring your clients in the topic, in the conversation, they will be like, oh, wow, you're an expert in this industry, and that's what I need. And of course, use your amazing Odoo partner managers. We are here to help you. Actually, when we bring clients to the topic, to the conversation, and the partners invite their partner managers, and the clients actually see how good is the collaboration between Odoo and the partner, they're like, oh, wow, I'm having an official conversation with the provider. And they will also feel more keen to actually go with you. Okay? So now it's your turn to start selling faster.
And smarter. Okay.